Welcome everybody to the 53rd, that's right, I said the 53rd episode of Getting to Know the One for the DUI. I am the DUI World Unified Heavyweight Champion. You all might be wondering why I don't have my belt with me right now. Because I am at the Tokyo Dome. I have a title defense tonight against Tony Tiny, which I'll be talking about in questions. And, you know, I'm having the belt guarded right now so nobody tries to do anything while I record this show. So right now I'm at the Tokyo Dome and that's what's going on. Let's get into the questions. Dear one, longtime listener, first time writing in. Well, it would appear that you're facing Tony Tiny in the main event of Friday Night Lockup tonight. Yes, I am. So my question is, what will be your strategy going into the match, and are you and Brutal Impact prepared to handle those no good Hassas, aka of Tony's, aka the Fitness Club, should they decide to interfere? I hear the match is no DQ, so who knows what might happen. Thanks, Dolores Coloris Morris. Well, that is a good question. Yes, Brutal Impact, we are ready. I believe another member of Brutal Impact has a match tonight. Not totally confirmed, but I believe that's on the card. We're ready. Fitness Club, just stay out of this, and you'll be. Nothing will happen to you as of yet. Just stay out of this, and Tony Tiny, I'm gonna beat you. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna beat you, Tony Tiny. Hey, one. It's been a long time, champ, since you've answered a question of mine. My question is, what are your thoughts on Jobber Burger and the recently revamped menu of Jobber sauce and wasabi fries? Also, if BJ Rooster were to challenge you to a champion versus champion, would you face him? Signed, One-Eyed Wonder Weasel. First off, I know nothing about that menu. Psh, really, that's the truth. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll face anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. Whoever DUI management puts in front of me, I will face. Title, non-title, whatever. Howdy, one. How are you doing, partner? I got a question for you. What makes you think that you're gonna walk in during the Friday Night Lockup and stand a chance against the greatest fitness trainer of all time, Tony Tiny? Yeah, The Gazelle is a great workout machine, and I know that any competitor that faces Tony Tiny shakes in their boots. One, would you consider forfeiting the title and salvaging your career? No. It would be best if you focus your efforts on Lethal Injection, as they are the number one group in the DUI. Signed, Bob. Whatever, Bob. You know, that question's so ridiculous because you obviously don't know who I am. So, the truth, I'm not really going to pay attention to you. Hey, one. It seems for a while you and I were on different paths in both of the great companies we have competed in. I was going for the world title in the past while you feuded over the Blog TV/ICC championship. Now you are the world champion and I am going for the ICC title to make history as the first ever two-time ICC champion. Sorry about that. What do you think of this change of paths as our careers have seemingly mirrored each other and the scripts have flipped? Best of luck in your title defense on the Friday Night Lockup. Signed, former and future Imperial Crown champion, Rugged Rebel. First off, thank you, Rugged Rebel. I don't know why the scripts have flipped. I mean, it just happens. You want to go for something else. I'm still going for and competing and planning on keeping my world title. So, I mean, it just happens that way. Hello, one. I have been waiting for a long time to write you. I am glad that this letter made it past security. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding the gambler and how he beat Triple H Game 99. As many saw, Gambler reached into his tights and some claim he pulled out brass knucks. Now, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt he did not have brass knucks in his tights. You see, before that bout, Gambler and I were dealing the cards, and when the match was announced, Gambler accidentally put on my lingerie. Gambler left his playing cards in his attire. Gambler had to rearrange the panties as we had a mix-up signed Crystal. Ew. 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 Hey, one, I have a question for you. How does it feel to be on the path to greatness? You have a successful group and a title reign. Now think about that for a minute and bask in the glory. Back to reality. Lethal Injection destroys Brutal Impact and takes their titles away, and Gambler and the Riddler are left scratching their heads. How could you let Gambler make such a crazy match to put the tag titles on the line? What kind of leadership is that? I mean, you let Gambler basically hand the titles to LI on a silver platter. Say, what? Also, why did you let Charade get attacked by Canaro? I mean, you are so in love with her, and yet you let her get beat down. Would you do the same if LI were to attempt to take Charade away? Signed Lethal Injection fan Billion the White Elephant and his tag partner, the Pink Rhinoceros. Oh, these fools. Ugh. First off, Gambler made the choice. We all lead Brutal Impact. Gambler made the choice to put the tag titles on the line against Lethal Injection down the road. I believe somewhere down the road. And the Canaro attack, that was unexpected, and I have my guesses as to who exactly that is. I didn't let all this happen. It just happened without anybody knowing. Ugh. Anyway. Hey, one. I just have one simple question for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for the pain? That is what you will get is pain. When a man has nothing to lose, they are at their most dangerous. Beware, signed Max Payne. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hello, one. I wanted to ask you why you still deny my existence. I decided that after consulting the pink elephant and the black stallion, that it's a good idea to take all the meat from the cooler of Jobber King and flush it down the toilet. Unfortunately, the toilets got clogged. I then proceeded to take the manager's keys and toss them like a football. The keys landed in a snowbank, and many of the employees are shoveling out a pile to find the keys. One, I have taken all your great advice, and I am concerned that ever since you got that darn title belt, you have ignored me and my request and made fun of slash mocked me. One, do you know how hurtful your hatred of me is? You made me lose my job at Jobber Burger, and now you may have cost me the job at Jobber King. One, I blame you. One, bad one. Oh, and as for Charade, I asked her on date. She slapped me after I tried to cop a few. One, why is Charade so mean? Signed, former Jobber Burger, former Jobber King Employee of the Month. Don't touch Charade. Never touch Charade like that. Ugh. Only I get to. That's right, only me. Hey there, comrade. I just wanted to let you know that socialism is okay. Okay. Hey, comrade, will you join the greatest of the great and raise the flag of Mother Russia? No. Long live the Soviet Union. We, the USSR, will rise again and take over the simpletons. Comrade, please join us in the to fight for great Russia. Russia number one. Want to join me in quest for control? Signed, Comrade Demento. No. No, 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 no. I will not do that. Please, everyone, stay tuned for the second part. Well, actually, no, because I think I have a lot of recording time left. Hee hee hee. Thanks, YouTube. Anyway, let's get back to the questions. Hello, Mr. One. This is One. I have been screening your data banks and have seen that you have had an impressive amount of matches, and damage you took was massive. One, I scanned the odds of you and Tony Tiny on the Friday night lockup. Tecmo Bowl. I see you throwing a touchdown and making it 17-21 Steelers. You won, much like the Steelers, have a great defense, and that is what all great champions are made of. One, I realize that you have to train and take competitors seriously. But once you pull down the steel curtain, much like the Packers, Tony Tiny will have no chance. Signed, Cy1 from the programming of Hollow One. Oh, I gotta talk to that Hollow One. Oh, yeah, he's just, there is no Cyborg One. No, no, no. No, I gotta talk to him. Hello, One. What are your thoughts on the greatest diva in DUI history, Kate Sparrow, and her impressive showing the past 2 years, sending the Phenom to 16-2 record? Yeah, huh? Many try to stop the Phenom, and some have even tricked themselves into believing said Phenom is 18-0. But though many have wanted to none have accomplished such a feat, now it appears that KTO has shed the black belt of martial arts and the brown hair for a short pink hair and rather good time image. She is also now known as Kate Ho. I must say I must respect Miss Sparrow no matter what her lifestyle is. One if a member of your group were to be convinced by Kate Ho to do her bidding and be tricked, would you sit by and allow it to happen, or would you step up, take the reins of the group back, and put people in line? Signed, Carl. Oh, that was probably going to happen to somebody. Ah, sometime down the road, and if that does, we'll see what I do then. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. This is a sad day in the DUI. It has been a time of less penetration. It is almost like a denial. I miss the double penetration that Mr. Tripod and Call have displayed through their great career. Now, though I like DP, I also respect the likes of LI and Brutal Impact. One, I must ask how you can respect the heinous assault your group laid down on poor innocent Tripod. Tripod did nothing wrong to anyone in Brutal Impact. Did you follow the feud at all? Seriously? All Tripod did was defeat members of Brutal Impact for the titles and wanted a title shot. I hope Hefe gets some good news on Tripod. Hopefully Brutal Impact can hold on to the straps so that double penetration can get another crack at the Brutal Impact. Signed, loyal DUI viewer Johnny. We did nothing wrong. Yeah, I mean, come on, it was a Hell in a Cell match. Anything could happen. And it happened. What do you know? Hey, One, I must ask, with all the talk of lethal injection, it seems that the greatest faction in the new House of Gold, Brutal Impact, notice I'm only reading the question, so don't get mad, have seemingly been forgotten. This is a big injustice. How can anyone sweep a great tag team that has multiple tag title reigns, ICC title reigns, and a world title reign, and women's title reign under the rug? What do you think of the mockery that Lethal Indigestion like to spew about Brutal Impact? It's a shame that they have to spread these lies. It really is. Also, do you have any plans on what you would like to do to LI for their heinous assault and abuse of the power, banning you and Riddler from the arena? Then again, I cannot blame LI because they are afraid of Brutal Impact because they know they are going down. No doubt, no doubt. I would wish Brutal Impact luck, but Brutal Impact does not need luck. They are good. LI is lucky, but it is better to be good than lucky. LI might come close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Keep on making the loyal fans proud, champ. Signed, Brutal Impact Fan Club President, Bobby. Well, thank you, Bobby. It's so nice to hear some wisdom from from the fans of Brutal Impact. Thank you. And please keep supporting us because we got more to come. Dear the One, I was recently catching up on some great DUI 24/7 action, and I came across the disgusting display of the gambler stealing over a win from Triple H Game 99. It was obviously a sheer act of desperation because Game was whooping on his ass the entire time. Really? I saw Gambler fight also. You claim that Brutal Impact always does things the right way. So how can you condone these actions of Gambler reaching into his uh, tights and sneak attacking Game and try to say something other than there were no rules, blah 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 blah. Don't be so predictable. Signed, I'm a smart. Hmm. So you don't want me to say that? Huh. Well, let's see. Game brought in a foreign object into the ring with the steel chair. Huh. And Game was using it. Huh. So the way I see it is Gambler just got one over on Game. And Game is being wah about it because someone got one over on him. Grow up, Game. It's done. Dear the One, I find it very odd how Brutal Impact usually is always running their mouths on promos, and now recently things have been very silent. After the recent actions of the Gambler and the general depravity that the Brutal Impact engage in, are you now running in shame and fear and are afraid to talk? Signed, A. Mark. No, we're not afraid to talk. I've been biding my time, waiting for the right moment to talk. I'm not afraid to talk. Gambler's not afraid to talk. He's been having meetings with these companies that are sponsoring us. Riddler isn't afraid to talk. Riddler's been training for his upcoming match, which he should be having sometime soon. Charade has just been busy with me. So we're not afraid to talk. And since I don't know exactly how much new time I have, I'm going to say please stay tuned for Getting to Know the One, Part 2.